Join me as I dive into the ultimate challenge of finding out if the peregrine falcon is truly the fastest animal on Earth. The peregrine falcon is often hailed as the fastest animal on Earth, with some claims stating it can reach breathtaking speeds of up to 242 miles per hour during its signature hunting dive, known as a stoop. But is this really the case? Today, we're going to put this claim to the test and explore if the peregrine falcon truly lives up to its reputation. When it comes to measuring speed in the animal kingdom, things can get a bit tricky. We often throw around terms like fastest without really understanding what we're comparing. Are we talking about top speed, acceleration, or maybe even agility? The criteria for measuring speed can vary greatly depending on the context, and that's what we need to address first. For example, if we're talking about top speed over a short distance, then yes, the peregrine falcon is definitely a contender for the title. But what if we're looking at sustained speed over a longer period? That's where things start to get more complicated. Another misconception we need to clear up is the idea that speed is always the most important factor in an animal's survival. In many cases, it's not just about being the fastest, but also about being the most efficient or having the most agile reflexes. Think about it, a cheetah can reach incredible speeds, but it can only maintain that speed for a short burst, whereas a pronghorn antelope might not be as fast, but it can sustain its speed for much longer. So, what exactly are we measuring when we say an animal is the fastest? We also need to consider the environment in which these animals are moving. A bird flying through the air is going to have a very different experience than a land animal like a cheetah or a pronghorn. Air resistance, wind currents, and even the angle of descent can all impact an animal's speed, making it difficult to compare apples to apples. Let's dive deeper into the peregrine falcon's hunting technique and see how it stacks up against some of the other fastest animals out there. When the peregrine falcon is in pursuit of prey, it doesn't just fly fast, it plummets towards its target at an incredible rate, reaching speeds of over 200 miles per hour. But what's interesting is that this speed is only achieved during a very short window, usually around 10 to 15 seconds. Compare this to the cheetah, which can maintain its speed of around 70 miles per hour for a much longer period, sometimes up to 20 seconds. And then there's the Brazilian free-tailed bat, which can reach speeds of up to 100 miles per hour during its nightly foraging expeditions. These are just a few examples, but there are many other animals that could be considered the fastest depending on the context. So, what do our findings reveal? Well, it's not as clear-cut as you might think. While the peregrine falcon is undoubtedly one of the fastest animals on Earth, it's not necessarily the fastest in every scenario. And here's the surprising part, it's actually not even the fastest bird. That title belongs to the golden eagle, which can reach speeds of up to 240 miles per hour during its dives. But what about in other contexts? Well, when it comes to sustained speed, the pronghorn antelope takes the cake, able to maintain speeds of up to 60 miles per hour for extended periods. And when it comes to agility, the Brazilian free-tailed bat is incredibly nimble, able to make sharp turns and quick changes in direction with ease. So, what can we take away from this exploration? The peregrine falcon is undoubtedly an incredible bird, with a unique hunting technique that allows it to achieve breathtaking speeds. But it's not the only contender for the title of fastest animal, and its speed is highly dependent on the context in which it's moving. Thanks for joining me on this journey into the world of speed in the animal kingdom. If you have any thoughts on who you think is the fastest animal, be sure to share them in the comments below. And if you're interested in learning more fascinating animal facts, be sure to check out our video on the top 10 fastest land animals.